Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the AVC Sports coverage of today's regional semifinal between the Cambridge Bobcats and the New Philly Quakers. I'm Bill Kafuri. I'll be doing the play-by-play in a little while, but right now we have an opportunity to talk to the coaches for the Cambridge Bobcats. Head coach Jamal Lowry, assistant John Valentine. Guys, congratulations on a great season, but the icing's still on the cake. It's time to get the fork out, right?
Absolutely. It's exciting, but I think there's more left for us. So
Well, it's your third year, coach, as a head coach, and second time to the regional, so it's not a new experience for you and for a lot of these guys too on your team.
yeah, absolutely. Most of these guys got to experience the first regional run we had, so I feel like they're going to be more relaxed this time around.
And JV, for you, you've been watching a lot of baseball with four young boys all the way through, and this is the last one to graduate from high school, and maybe the best ride yet, especially in high school. But you've also been making that same kind of ride in college with Trent. So
Yeah, a lot of miles on the car for sure, but
yeah.
that's why you do it, right? Your kids are only playing for so long, but real excited about this team. We knew a long time ago that this group of seniors could lead. They've had a lot of success at the younger levels, winning state tournaments, state titles, in travel ball, that kind of thing. So we knew we had an opportunity. You combine this group of seniors with some of the talented kids we have below them, we knew we were in for a good season.
Yeah, so as you start, I call it spring practice, but you're starting back in the winter to
Yes.
get this team ready. And like you said, JV, you got guys that you know what they're capable of, and some young kids to mix in there. The season in the spring is tough with weather and so forth, but it's all blended together, and you are certainly peaking at the right time.
Absolutely. And with last game having 18 hits, I think the bats are starting to warm up. Perfect timing for this warm weather as well.
And certainly this time of the season when most everybody's done playing and you're trying to keep that day-to-day routine and stay sharp, it's not easy to do that right now either.
No, by no means it's not. So we're just trying to stay together, get out there, do what we can.
Is there any point in this season that you kind of look back and said, we're not where we need to be. We need to do something different or change the lineup or do something to get us to the level we want to be at?
We've had a couple games where we've kicked the ball around a little bit on the defensive end, so we kind of got together and said we need to spend a little bit more practice time working on some of those fundamental things, working on situational things, and we've pitched it really well all season. We've hit the ball decent, not as well as we should have, but you know as well as I do that defense is really important this time of year. So, once we kind of started to hit that a little bit, I think our defense has certainly stepped it up lately. So I was probably about midway through the season. When you're getting great pitching efforts and you're putting the ball in play and scoring runs, man, you just can't give the other team opportunities. So I think about midway through the season, we started focusing a little bit more on the defensive end, and that's really helped.
Well, the other part of this today, playing on Mazeroski Field, a field you've played on, but it's an all-turf field, and it's going to be really warm out there as well. So the heat's going to be rising a little bit. But do you think that's an advantage? Haven't had the opportunity to be there a couple times.
And I think that is an advantage. Being out there, we played the Buckeye championship on there last year, so I mean we know what to expect on it. Turf is fast. You're not going to get hops and things like that. So I think just being on it will definitely have us prepared.
We'll take a break. We're going to come back and talk more about today's matchup and take a look at the Bobcats lineup and what New Philly offers too. We'll be back right after this. Gearing up for the regional semifinal versus the Quakers today, talking with a couple Cambridge seniors and pitchers on the staff. You guys have carried the Cats for a couple years here. Senior Jake Valentine, senior Andy Ogle. And before we get too far, guys, I'm going to give you a baseball. Okay. And when I call a pitch out, show me in the camera what your grip is. Fastball. Two-seamer, okay. Or four-seamer.
I got four-seam and two-seam.
And a two-seam.
There's
And a
two-seam.
two-seam.
Yeah.
And the difference in that is how it moves.
Yeah. Two-seam, I guess. Was it go in?
Yeah,
Yeah, you throw it, it moves in, so different movement, I guess.
Away from a left-hander, in on a right-hander.
Yes.
Okay. How about the curveball?
I do.
Similar? Yeah.
I think so.
A little similar, yeah. Finger pressure on the seam, good. How about off speed, changeup?
Ooh.
I do my changeup weird. I like to grip it on the two seam with the middle in the ring, and then kind of just let my fingers.
So
go wherever else.
both of them a version of the circle change?
change,
Now, when you release that, how do you release that?
I usually like to think about keeping my wrist kind of in a position where I want the ball to come off these two fingers, and I want it to kind of want to see the top of the ball spinning. I kind of want it to spin like a frisbee.
So what movement does that get?
A little bit of depth and then a little bit of run on it as well. Whenever I throw it really well, I get a lot of run on it, but yeah.
How about yours?
I just twist her in and
Twist it in.
yeah, and sometimes it drops this way, sometimes it goes this way.
You
Depends on
got
the day, I
anything
guess.
other pitches that you've been messing with?
I'd like to. I added a cutter this year to mild success. I kind of just grip it on the four seam, but I kind of go over to the horseshoe more, trying to put some more side spin on it. Just a different look to the righties, and a different look to the lefties, something breaking in. And then I also have a slider that I threw to all right success this year. Kind of added it this year because I wanted something I didn't have as much vertical break because I throw a 12-6.
So you make Rogers use all five fingers?
I do, yeah.
How about you, Jake? Any other?
I got a sidearm fastball.
Yeah.
I
You've
can
been
throw
dropping that
sidearm
a
pretty
little
hard.
bit?
Yeah, and I can change that into a curveball too. So it kind of works like a slider, just comes across. But change the direction.
Now there's never been a pitcher, or probably ever a baseball player, that didn't mess around with a knuckleball a little bit. You guys, I'm sure you both tried to figure out how to throw and control and make that knuckleball dance a little bit, right?
Oh, I never did though. I mean, I tried a couple times, but I kind of suck at the knuckleball. Yeah. I know there's a couple people on the team that throw it in warm ups or whatever else, and it's a good laugh. But I never did, at least.
I tried a knuckle curve.
Knuckle curve.
Did that for about a couple games of Legion. It didn't work out.
Didn't have the control.
No, I think I hit like 2 batters in like one game, so I didn't. Wasn't good. No.
So let's talk about today's game a little bit. You guys have been here a little bit. You're seniors this year, but you were here as sophomores too. So not nearly maybe the level of nerves, but it's still special because it's your last year of high school and it's a big game and a chance to go really deep into the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it's a very special thing to go once, and a lot of things have to line up correctly to go once. So to be able to go twice, it's really a great experience. But in like the pressure of it all, we've kind of had this idea that there's no more need to add pressure to the game. Like baseball is a hard enough sport. Go out there every single day, and pitch it well, field it well, and hit it well. That if you add some more pressure, it's really just not needed. So I feel like we've been keeping it light.
Yeah. Well, Jake is really good at keeping it light, right? Probably the both of you, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I try not to keep it too much in the head. Just playing baseball, really.
When you're on the mound and you're throwing, what is your main focus there? You're looking at a spot in the glove. You're just trying to just throw it in there, or are you really picking a specific place?
In all honesty, I kind of just throw it, hope for the best. I mean, my curveballs, I like to place those because you kind of have to. But other than that, I just throw it and hope for the best. Sometimes it strikes.
Pitchers have an idea, but as a hitter, both you guys, I mean, there's not a baseball player that doesn't love to swing the bat. And you get up there any time, is there a particular time that you get to the plate and you just swing as hard as you can and try to hit a long way?
He does.
He does.
I've had to cut down the past couple weeks on the swing because there for a while, anytime I was ahead in the count, I was trying to hit in the swimming pool at Don Cost. I was trying to put it over the fence over there, but Oh yeah, definitely. But I've had to, like I said, had to tone that back a little bit. You know what I mean? So
Well, you hit a home run this year, didn't you, Jake?
A scrimmage.
In the scrimmage.
Yeah, first scrimmage of the year. Actually, first at bat.
Probably weren't even trying to hit.
No,
a
I
home
really
run.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Surprised me though, but home run's a home run. I'll take it.
Well, this isn't a team that's built on power, but it's more on let's put the ball in play, and there've been a lot of stolen bases, and it's kind of a fun game to play.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that, and I think it's funny because you see the difference between levels. In the MLB, it's all about this power and stuff, but then you get down to these high school levels, and I know there's some teams out there, like the Fort Fry field, they get a few home runs every year, but when you're playing at Don Cost, home runs really aren't a reality. But playing baseball the right way and fielding it well and running the bases well, and it's aesthetically pleasing to us, and I think the fans as well, and it's a fun game. You start to get those rallies and people on base, and then there's chaos. You're butting people over, and it's definitely a cool brand that we play.
Well, watching you guys a couple of times this year, and particularly online the other day after the big win, but you guys have a lot of emotion in the game, and there's a lot of excitement and guys jumping up and down inning to inning, but it seems like you're pretty loose in the dugout and even on the field.
Try to at least.
Is there anybody that's kind of, they're always that way?
Mostly just our bench players. That's really their job, is to keep us up. And when they're up in the bench, like in the dugout, it really helps. You can really feel it, especially when you're on the field pitching. You can definitely feel it. It's really nice.
Not feeling any pressure today. Just play baseball, right? You've been doing this all your life.
Right.
That's all it is.
Right.
Yeah, just another baseball game.
Absolutely.
Well, good luck, and we wish you the best of luck today. And let's keep the season going a little bit more. A couple more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Sounds
to
good.
me.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Thank
we'll
you.
be back with a couple more Cambridge seniors right after this.
Hi there, folks. It's John Dunning from Dunning Ford here. I know it's been a while. Have you ever heard about the restaurant that nobody goes to anymore because it's too crowded? That's what I don't want our Express Lube to be. So we've broken ground on a brand new Express Care at the Dunning Ford property to serve you better. It should be open by midsummer, and we're doing it with all local contractors. And a lot of this is due to the overwhelming success of our lifetime powertrain protection program on most vehicles. See us for details, but it's a really good way to give yourself some peace of mind with your vehicle moving forward. And as always, we've got award-winning service and a fantastic selection. And the new cars are starting to trickle back in. We definitely have some on the ground for you to look at. We've also expanded the capacity of our service department a little bit there to hopefully get you in quicker. At Dunning Ford, we're making investments in the future to help serve you better because we want to be your car dealer. Stop and see us at 1051 Southgate Parkway in Cambridge, or give us a call at 740-439-7767.
Your home and your car are likely your two biggest investments. Protecting them from unexpected damage is a prime concern to WB Green Insurance. They are proud to represent Westfield Insurance, a financial service organization that provides insurance products for your home, auto, and business. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield Insurance's pledge to their customers, along with personalized claim service that's fast and friendly. To learn how Westfield can help with your insurance needs, talk to WB Green Insurance today.
Southeastern Ohio Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Cambridge Bobcats. Southeastern Ohio Credit Union is owned by the membership and exists to provide, in a friendly atmosphere, high-quality financial services at favorable terms to its members while maintaining the long-term financial stability of the credit union. Visit southeasternohiocu.org for more information. Southeastern Ohio Credit Union. Go Bobcats!
Bill Kafuri back at Mazeroski Field talking to another couple more Cambridge seniors here. Caden Moore, Angelo Rocco. Guys, here, this will keep your hands busy. Take that ball. Even you're a pitcher. Have you ever pitched, Angelo?
Not in high school, no.
Yeah. Yeah. What was your best pitch when you were in middle Babe Ruth or Little League?
Yeah, I only pitched one inning in Babe Ruth. But
One inning?
In Little League, I just basically threw fastball.
Fastball.
You're only 40.
Throw it by him, right?
Yeah.
Now you got to have like 6 or 8 or 10 or 12 pitches, right?
I have a good amount of pitches, yeah.
I mean, catcher has to take his glove off and give you 2 hand signals or what?
Yeah, there'll be a whole set of just over top pitches, and then I throw sidearm too. So there'll be another, like rub his leg or something. That means sidearm, and then it'll give me the signal for the type of pitch.
Well, you're not surprising him by just throwing whatever.
No,
You got a knuckle?
I don't have knuckle. I don't have big enough hands for that.
Yeah, but you probably messed with it.
Yeah, I've tried.
Tried to make that thing come in there and just dance and dive.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to be excited at this point. We talked before we started here a little bit about, the baseball players probably more than anybody. They have like routines, eating certain things, or you guys talk about facial hair, the hair color of your hair, and maybe as the team for a regional doing something different, but it really is for seniors. You guys have been here before. This is another game. It is the regional semifinal, but it's another game, and hopefully there's more after this one, right?
Right.
So what are you going to do in that routine to get ready for today?
I mean, I normally don't have any like pregame routines. I kind of just before the game, I have like a arm care routine to get warmed up and ready to go. But other than that, it's just kind of play the game, just have fun.
Jaden?
I mean, I'm going to treat it the same as I treat every game. I mean, I'm going to get there, put my cleats on, go stretch, warm up throwing, and I'm ready to go. It's another game for all of us. So.
Well, you guys both have played multiple sports this year. And Caden, I don't know if you had a week off. Maybe you probably haven't, though. But if you're going to end your senior season, what a better way to end it.
Right.
School's out, and it's just like, I'm just playing baseball now. That's all this is. So it's been a long year, but you still have the energy level you think now that you had at the beginning?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're not going to school, so we're looking forward to baseball every day. So then I'm hyped for the games,
So what are you looking forward to in this game? I mean, it's a regional. You've been there a little bit before as sophomores, but, this is a senior experience, and you're in a different position as a senior. There's not only the finality of, at some point, we're going to play our last game, but, you've achieved a lot. I don't think there's ever been, to my knowledge, too many teams that have been to the regional a couple times in 3 years. So that's special, and a chance to win games and move on. What are you expecting out of this game?
I'm expecting it to be high intensity, high energy. I mean, I think all of us are ready to play already. I mean, I keep forgetting what day it is, thinking it's going to be game time and everything. And I think we're all ready to go and just looking to have fun and play our game.
The game the other day against Indian Valley had to be a fun game because you guys put the ball in play, scored a lot of runs, played good defense. Everything kind of fell into place that game and almost was like taking that big step forward and for this moment.
Right.
And, what'd you do in that game differently, if anything, than you had done all year?
I mean, I think we're all more locked in for that game than any game we've played all year. So, I mean, everybody's going up there taking good ABs. I mean, good ABs lead to you hitting the ball, put them in play, and then eventually you'll find the gaps for like extra base hits and RBIs, all that,
So eventually the season comes to an end either with the last win of the season and you win the state championship, and that only happens to one team, but then you got to move on. Summer comes and college comes. What are you guys' plans for the future?
I'm going to Capital University to continue playing baseball, and then I'm going to major in business management.
They're not the Crusaders anymore, are
No,
they?
they're the Comets.
The Comets.
Yeah, they changed it.
I think I like the Crusaders, but Comets is good.
Yeah.
But what about you, Caden?
I'm going to go to Kent State University and major in construction management.
That sounds pretty cool, too.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with both of those, and really good luck in today's game. I'm hoping we can be back here Saturday for the finals, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have fun out there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Talk to you again. We'll be back with more baseball at Mazeroski Field right after this.
Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of the Cambridge Bobcats. Guernsey Muskingum is actively involved in promoting our youth and the economic community development of the area. Come experience the healing touch of Zona Earth Massage. Their experienced massage therapists and esthetician provide a variety of massage therapy services designed to help you relax, recharge, and achieve optimal wellness. Their menu of services also includes infrared sauna, reflexology, facials, waxing, lash and brow services, and body treatments. They invite you to visit their website, zonaearthmassage.com, to book an appointment today. Let them help you take one step closer to better health and relaxation.
I'm not buying till I check Down Ford.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at doanford.com.
Back with Coach Lowry, Coach Valentine. Let's take a closer look at your lineup coming into today and where everybody's at there. Let's just take us top to bottom through the batting order and each one of those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Lead off, playing second base will be Keaton Kaiser. At the 2-hole, you'll have senior Caden Moore in right field. At the 3-hole, you'll have Reagan Rogers behind the dish. At the 4-hole, you'll have senior Jake Valentine, and he'll be doing the pitching. 5-hole will be third baseman, senior Angela Rocco. 6-hole, another senior center fielder, Davion Barr. 7th hole, you'll be looking at left fielder, freshman, Garrett Carpenter. 8-hole, you'll be looking at first baseman, senior Andy Ogle. And rounding out the lineup for us will be junior shortstop,
Braden
Braden
Gregg.
Gregg. That's it.
So
There's
not
two
too
Greggs, so
Yes,
sometimes you can give.
I got that. I mean, I'm looking a little bit at your stats there, and JV. We talk about let's take a look at the battery for the Bobcats today. Certainly Jake, who's had not only a great year but certainly a great career, multiple no hitters, way over the strikeout per inning number. Those kinds of things, you know what you're going to get for him every time out. But he's come into the season with that question mark of how does he respond in baseball to a knee injury in football, but it doesn't seem like it slowed him down any.
Well, yeah, concerned was certainly the word to use coming into the season. We had no idea what to expect. I mean, when a kid has a torn ACL and misses his entire high school senior year of football, boy, he was itching to get back in it. And the first time he was in the cage, Jamal just kind of looked at each other. We looked at each other and said, gee, wow. I mean, he was smoking the ball. We're like, well, that didn't miss a step. Pitching took a little while to kind of come around. I mean, it's his plant leg. And so his mechanics are a little bit different this year, and his velocity's down a little bit. I think, especially early on,
Yes.
because of that. But you could see the confidence building in him each time he stepped on the rubber. And yeah, right now he's pitching his best as well as he has really in his career.
So you're going to not give up very many runs when he's on the mound, and probably fielding wise, there might not be a lot of balls put in play.
That's the thing. So we always tell our defense they have to be ready at all times, especially with Jake. Jake's a strikeout guy. So our defense has to still be in the game as well. When a ball's put in play, we got to be ready to field it.
What's his best pitch?
Jake throws 3 really good pitches. He's hit us with a different arm slot, sidearm, fastball ordeal. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's just as good. But if I had to go with Jake, Jake can locate that fastball anywhere on the plate. So his fastball's definitely there, but he has a good curveball as well.
To be successful today against New Philly, what the Cats got to do?
Field the baseball and get that timely hit. We'll be successful.
You got any 2 cents to add to that?
Yeah, I mean,
Always.
always. Right? We talked about this beforehand. So you have to field the ball. You got to throw strikes, and you got to hit the ball. It's just that simple. It comes down to that. And we have the talent to do that. They're going to throw a pretty good arm at us too. So we got to be able to be disciplined at the plate. Don't swing at stuff early in the count that's not around the plate. And as he said, get that timely hit. We get a couple guys on base. Let's knock them in.
Hey, good luck today. This is exciting. Every game's a little more icing on the cake. Let's get one today and move on to the next one on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Good luck. See you then.
Thanks.
I can't believe the house is ours.
Finally, freedom.
Today's the day. My own business.
These are the moments you'll remember forever, when a bank becomes more than a checking account or loan. At People's Bank, our core difference is providing you peace of mind and confidence in your financial life. By asking the right questions and working with you, we earn your business. Together, we're building financial success one special moment at a time. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
AVC Sports presents High School Baseball. Today's game is brought to you by DNS Roof Restoration, Zona Earth Massage and Spa, People's Bank, Lane Garage Door, Bethel Glass, Perry & Associates, CPA, Dunning Motor Sales, Valentine Insurance, Abel's Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration, Stone Ford, Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, Southeastern Ohio Credit Union, and WB Green Insurance.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome once again to High School Sports here on AVC Sports today on 97.7 WLE and also streaming on KRPT TV. We have regional, Division II regional semifinal baseball from Harrison Central Field, actually Mazeroski Field in Cadiz, Ohio. The Cambridge Bobcats taking on the New Philadelphia Quakers. Bill Kafuri here on site today to give you the play-by-play call. Beautiful afternoon here and a beautiful facility if you're joining us on the live stream. An all-turf field, grass and dirt, as the coaches meet with the umpires at home plate, getting ready to exchange lineups and get this thing underway. Winner moving on to the regional final tomorrow at Ohio Dominican, and they'll take on the winner of the Bloom Carroll and Washington Courthouse game that's taking place exactly the same time near Columbus today. So the Cats come in 16-4. They will be taking on the New Philadelphia Quakers 16-10 on the season to this point. Both teams have breezed their way through the sectional. A couple of tough games in the district, and they find themselves here not in the same league as they had been for many years, but nonetheless rivals on the field today, as the Cats, under the direction of Coach Jamal Lowry, make it to the regional in their second time in the last 3 years. And Tyler Weisel for New Philadelphia, his first time in the regional. District champions, actually second time in the regional. They made it last year as well. And looking forward to today's game. And it's some big games for both these teams to get here. For the Quakers, they came in as the number 6 seed. And they were able to dispatch Philo Carter Vandal, who will be on the hill again today for New Philadelphia. Carter Vandal, a 6-inning perfect gamer where he struck out 13 of the 18 players he faced there. The district semifinal win against St. Clairsville, and then a finals win against Tri-Valley to get here. The Bobcats, on the other hand, taking care of Morgan in the sectional 4-1. A tough 3-2 win over West Holmes in the district semifinal, and then a blowout win against Indian Valley, 11-4. Indian Valley, the number 1 seed, coming in, and the Cats got a great pitching effort from Garrett Carpenter and some timely hitting, scattering 18 hits that game and putting 11 on the board. Cats are designated as the higher seed, the home team for today's contest, and they'll be in the blue uniforms, white pants. The New Philadelphia Quakers wearing black, gray pants and the red trim on their uniforms today as well. Hot and breezy, the weather here at Mazeroski Field, and the wind blowing in from right center, and probably going to make balls stay in the air a little bit more here today, as if they are hit up in the air. You're going to get good bounces on this turf. The dirt portion of it, or it appears dirt, has sand in it, the outfield, and green grass along the sides, the traditional rubber pellets, but you'll see a little bit bigger bounces right there as well. We're going to step out in our pregame here. We'll be back in a couple of minutes for today's first pitch right after this.
At Abel's, we're proud that so many people trust our family with their family's home comfort. I'm Russ Abels. For new heating and cooling, you can trust us to save you money with our high-efficiency systems. We're trusted for electrical work, lighting, outlets, generators, complete home electrical service upgrades. We do it all. And you can trust us in an emergency. Whether it's heating, cooling, or electrical repairs, we promise to do the job right. It's what we do for family, and it's what everyone deserves. Trust Ables.
Spring has officially sprung. Contact DNS Roof Restoration for all your roofing needs. DNS offers solutions for all kinds of roofs, including metal, rubber, foam, PVC, and more. Does your roof need your attention, but you don't want to replace it? No problem. DNS Roof Restoration offers restoring solutions for all your commercial roofing needs. Restore your roof the right way, in the right time, for the right price, only with DNS Roof Restoration. Give them a call today for a free evaluation and estimate at 740-291-2296 or visit their website at dnsroofrestoration.com.
Beth A. Glass and Perry & Associates are proud to be one of the leading firms in the area. Their new and current clients can rely on their expertise, experience, and good mentality to ensure that every client receives the close analysis and attention they deserve. Their dedication to high standards, the hiring of seasonal tax professionals, and exceptional work ethic have their clients returning year after year. Give Beth A. Glass and Perry & Associates a call today for all your financial needs at 740-826-7429, online at bethglasscpa.com.
Welcome back to Mazeroski Field here in Cadiz, Ohio for today's regional semifinal between the Bobcats and the Quakers. Let's take a little closer look at today's starting lineup for the visiting Quakers. They'll be heading to the plate first, starting out with Carson Long, the right fielder. Brant Wells batting in the 2-hole. At second base, Carter Vandal, the starting pitcher today, in the 3-hole, batting .414 on the season. Maddox Brown, cleanup hitter, playing first base, leading the team in RBIs. Noah Bullen, the catcher, in the 5-hole. Gavin Blake, the third baseman, batting sixth. Keaton Fossil batting in place of Kane Audi. In the designated hitter spot, Max Steele in right field, and Caden Stewart will be batting in the 9-hole and playing in center field for the Quakers. For the Bobcats, defensively, they will start the game in this position. Left field to right field, Garrett Carpenter, the freshman, and left, Davion Barr, center fielder. Dead away, Caden Moore, another senior, in the right side at right field corner. Infield left to right, Angelo Rocco, a senior, at third base. Braden Gregg, the junior, at shortstop. Keaton Kaiser, another junior, at second base, and senior Andy Ogle at first base. The battery for the Bobcats today, Reagan Rogers behind the dish, and on the hill, the Bobcats ace, 6-0, Jake Valentine, .667 ERA, struck out 39 in 42 innings and has only walked 6 batters. Teams are batting a minuscule 158 against him. So he takes the hill. The Cats have a very good chance of winning there. Of course, Carter Vandal can just about matching pitch for pitch for the Quakers today. He comes in 4-1, .90 ERA for him. He struck out 35 in 39 innings, and a perfect game to his credit this year as well. Quakers come in 16-10, and the Bobcats, as we said before, 16-4 as the higher seeded team.
Number 13, Connor McIntyre.
Beautiful day here. If you're just joining us, the Cats being introduced on the field.
Number 14, Michael
line in the sideline there, and everybody getting the introduction here today.
Number 15, Dawson Geese.
A lot of different media in the house today. If you're watching streaming video, we are on 97.7 on the radio as well, and kind of sharing cameras today. WJR and Big Time Sports here as well today. And I think you'll see 3 to 4 different camera angles throughout the day. You're behind home plate, down both baselines as well, as the Cats take the field here.
Number 6, Reagan Roger.
Cambridge, no stranger to being in the regionals, as is New Philly. Both teams being here in the last couple of years, so nerves you would think wouldn't necessarily be a big problem here early on. Just about ready for today's first pitch. We're going to step out one more time, and we'll be back with that right after this.
Number 1, Davion Barr.
Do you really think that an insurance company who promises quotes in a few minutes has your best interest in mind? Do they really know you and what coverages you need? Hi, this is John Valentine with Valentine Insurance. We take time to learn about you and your insurance needs so you can feel comfortable that you're receiving the right coverages at the best possible prices. Find us on Facebook, stop by our office, or give us a call at 994-1776. Valentine Insurance, a partner you can depend on.
Hi there, folks. It's John Dunning from Dunning Motor Sales and Dunning Ford here. We've got all the premier nameplates here in Guernsey County with Chevrolet, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram truck, Jeep, and Ford. It's hard to believe, but it's our 5th year anniversary at Dunning Ford. And as we all know, it's been a crazy ride for the last few years. Between COVID, supply chain shortages, chip shortages, labor shortages, no new cars, you name it, we've been through it. But we doubled down with a fantastic pre-owned inventory that's probably the best inventory within 50 miles of here. And now the new cars are back. When you mix that with stuff like our huge collision center, our current express lube, and the brand new express lube that we're building on our Dunning Ford property to help lessen your wait times, we've got it all to serve you. We've got a fantastic service and parts operation at both locations, and we're not done there. All 3 franchises, we're preparing for the future, and sometime in about the next year, we will be prepared to sell electric vehicles, so stay tuned. We are your local car dealer at Dunning Motor Sales and Dunning Ford.
How can you select from insurance companies offering you lizards or ducks? When it comes to protection for your home and auto, you want a company that provides quality insurance products and personalized, fair, friendly claims service. WB Green Insurance represents Westfield Insurance. Their reputation is based on sharing knowledge and building trust. Westfield has been around the neighborhood over 150 years. WB Green Insurance welcomes the opportunity to quote your home, car, and business insurance. Don't be fooled by lizards and ducks. Call 439-1329.
Southeastern Ohio Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Cambridge Bobcats. Southeastern Ohio Credit Union is owned by the membership and exists to provide, in a friendly atmosphere, high-quality financial services at favorable terms to its members while maintaining the long-term financial stability of the credit union. Visit southeasternohiocu.org for more information. Southeastern Ohio Credit Union. Go Bobcats!
Welcome back to Mazeroski Field, ready to get things underway in this Division II regional semifinal between the Bobcats and the New Philadelphia Quakers. Cats in the field to get things started today. Jake Valentine on the hill for the Cats, undefeated on the season, has a no-hitter to his repertoire out there. Throws 3 good pitches, has a good fastball. He'll throw the 2-seamer and the 4-seamer, as well as a nice slider, and he has this circle change that he'll work in there as well. Sometime dropping down sidearm to give himself a different look there for right-handed hitters. Valentine comes in with many accolades here in the postseason already. First team All-OVAC, made the Eastern District All-Star game as well as the OVAC All-Star team. Reagan Rogers behind the dish, one of the leading hitters for the Cats, also a first-teamer in the OVAC and Eastern District first team, along with Valentine. Leading off for the Quakers will be right fielder Carson Long, .313 average on the season. Long in the postseason has led things off well for the Quakers here, has great speed, gets on base, makes things happen. And he'll step in here as we get underway. All the games across the state today taking place at the same time. And we're ready for a little baseball. .320 down the right field line and the left field line. .375 straight dead away center. With that wind blowing in, it'll have to be a shot to get out of here today. As Valentine rocks and fires and just misses off the outside part of the plate for ball 1. Long from the right-hand side. Takes one right at the letters for a strike. 1-1 to count. Bobcat outfield, straight away, medium depth. Infield pretty much straight away as well. 1-1 count. And that one misses low. 2 balls and a strike. If you're wondering, is that turf a little hotter on the field? And it is. I was down there in pregame, and Valentine misses up and away, and it's 3-1. Valentine on the season has only walked 6 batters, so he's going to be around the plate most of the time. And He makes Brown swing at this one, and he'll swing right through it. Full count to the leadoff hitter for the Quakers, Carson Long.
Valentine, and payoff pitch is coming now.
3-2, and he'll miss it low and away. Bounces away from Rogers, and Long on base with a walk.
Number 2, Brant Wells.
That brings up Brad Wells, second baseman. Wells on the season, 281 hitter. Has gotten on base 4 times here in the postseason, and is that number 2 hitter stepping in from the right-hand side. Cats may be expecting bunt, and you'll see a square away, and time called by the umpire. They call balk. And as Valentine did not come set, apparently.
I didn't see it, to be honest with you, but those umpires, they see little different things. I was kind of writing in my book here and looked up and he called time. I just thought there was timeout called.
So a balk called. Valentine apparently coming to the plate a little bit quickly, and a runner down to second base is Long with nobody out. And Wells steps in. He'll bunt this one down the first base side, and it will bounce foul. Trying to get the runner over. Did not get it done that time. It'll be 1 strike. Bobcat outfield shifted slightly to the right side, but the infield expecting bunt here. And Valentine off the hill quickly that time. 0-1 count. Runner at second base. Nobody down here as Valentine checks the runner, comes to the plate, squares the bunt. This one down out in front of the plate. Valentine will cover, throw to first, and get the sacrifice. So 1 down, and Long will move on over to third base. And that's going to bring up Carter Vandal. Vandal on the season, 4-14. Leading hitter, has good power. Steps in here with a runner in scoring position and 1 down. From the left-hand side, Vandal swings at the first pitch and fouls it straight back for strike 1. Valentine will work from the windup here into the motion. The 0-1 pitch. Down and in and swung on for strike 2. Strikeout would be big for the Bobcats here with a runner at third and only 1 away. Vandal 0-2. Pitchers count here. And Valentine goes sidearm and leaves it just off the plate away for ball 1.
Tried to get it to move off the plate. It was down and out.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away, and a runner at third base in Carson Long. Valentine brings it inside and just misses off the inside part of the plate. They even the count at 2-2. He looked at that one long and hard like he wanted it. And now Vandal with yet another opportunity here, and Rogers will take time out to check with his pitcher and make sure they're on the same page.
For sure. And, don't want to make a mistake, obviously.
2-2 count, 1 down. Long at third base. Vandal steps back in. Valentine rocks and fires. High curveball that tipped and in and out of the glove as Rogers couldn't hold on. And it stays 2-2. That went up and in, but Vandal went after it, and he'll stay alive here. Stays 2-2, and Valentine again. And this one he'll not catch up to. Strike swinging as Vandal went for that high fastball, and there are 2 down. And Maddox Brown steps in. Brown, the cleanup hitter. Just a 275 hitter on the season, but he leads the team in RBIs with 22. And comes up with a situation here to drive in a run. Runner at third with 2 away. Valentine into the windup. And an off-speed pitch misses away.
Quakers looking to get on the board early. Leadoff man Carson Long walked.
1-0 pitch from Valentine. And that one catches part of the plate, evens the count at 1 apiece. 2 away. Brown, the 4 hitter. A senior steps in here with Carson Long down to third. 1-1 pitch. swung on for strike two. Brown trying to go deep with that one. Ball and 2 strikes. Good pitcher's count here for a good pitcher in Valentine. Jake into the windup, fires, and that one fouled straight back as Brown caught up with the high fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Or check that 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 down. Valentine checks the sign and comes to the plate, and the curveball hangs inside, and Brown will take that for ball 2. Valentine coming a little 3-quarter that time, and the ball stayed inside on it. So 2-2 pitch. Coming up, Maddox Brown steps in, and he'll swing strike 3, and the Bobcats get out of the jam. 2 Ks by Valentine, and we head to the bottom half of the first inning. No hits in the inning, and 1 runner left on. No score. We'll be back with more regional semifinal action from Mazeroski Field right after this.
Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of the Cambridge Bobcats. Guernsey Muskingum is actively involved in promoting our youth and the economic community development of the area. Throughout the year, they give safety demonstrations and speeches. If your student needs information for a class project, please call their member services department. Guernsey Muskingum Electric. Go Bobcats!
Back at Harrison Central's baseball field, the Mazeroski Field here, as we head to the home half of the first inning. No score as the Bobcats get out of a jam. Leadoff hitter got on a walk and was advanced on a balk. Sacrifice bunt gets him to third, but stranded there as Valentine comes up with back-to-back strikeouts in the meat of the order to get the Bobcat offense out on the field. And they'll start things off with Keaton Kaiser, Caden Moore, Reagan Rogers to start things off for the Bobcats. Defensively for the Quakers in the outfield, Max Steele in left field, Caden Stewart in center field, Carson Long in right and around the infield, Gavin Blake at third, Kane Audi at shortstop, Brent Wells, a second baseman, Maddox Brown at first, and the battery for the Quakers today, Carter Vandal. 0.90 ERA, 35 Ks, 4-1 on the season, and
That's not bad.
big, tall right-hander comes in about 6'5". Noah Bolin behind the plate. Pretty good arm there as he's thrown out about 40% of the batters that have, or base runners that tried to steal on him. Bobcat leadoff hitter gives you everything you want. Keaton Kaiser, 382 average on the season. The junior has scored 24 runs. He is very, very patient at the plate, drawing 18 walks as well. And he'll take the first pitch outside for ball 1. Kaiser on the season also 13 stolen bases, so if he gets on, he is definitely a threat. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, and that's going to be rounded up the middle, and that's a single as Kaiser drills it back through the box. And the Bobcats are in business here early on. Kaiser on base and Caden Moore stepping in. Moore, the senior 3-sport star in football, basketball, and baseball, batting .288. He too has scored a ton of runs, 22 on the season. As he steps in, and he'll take a walk if given. He's got 19 RBIs to go with that. Kaiser at first base, Vandal out of the stretch, and the bunt down by Moore, and he'll make the play at first base as Vandal comes on, flips it over to Maddox Brown, and the Cats get the sacrifice. And it moves Kaiser down to second and brings up Reagan Rogers. Rogers leads the team in average and hits on the season, 393. And he is the RBI guy with 23. Only has struck out 4 times this year from the right-hand side with a runner at second and 1 down. Vandal offers, and that's going to be blooped into right field. Settling under it out there is Carson Long. He'll make it, tagging, and heading to third is Kaiser, and he'll go in standing or sliding at first. And the Bobcats get it done, moving the runner. So first pitch swinging Rogers flies out to right field, and that brings up Jake Valentine. Valentine, solid hitter for the Bobcats, 387. Puts the ball in play most of the time with a runner at third base. Cat trying to strike early here. And Valentine takes it on the outside corner for a strike. So 2 quick outs, but the runner advances, and similar to what the Quakers did. And the Quakers get out of this jam. Kaiser at third. 0-1 pitch for Valentine. And he'll swing at this one and fouls it back. It will be 0-2. Jake Valentine on the season has only struck out at the plate 6 times, but tough situation here, facing a big right-hander with no balls and 2 strikes, because he's going to have to hit a pitcher's pitch here. And that one well away. 1 ball and 2 strikes, as Bolin didn't want that one to be anywhere close. 2 down, runner at third for the Cats. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Valentine set, and the curveball inside, and boy, Bolin thought it got to plate, and he was heading to the dugout. The umpire did not agree that it stayed a little high, and Valentine, how he stayed off that one, I don't know. So 2-2 count. Bolin sits up on the outside half, and Valentine hops this one, and it gets through the shortstop, and the Bobcats are going to score. That was a hot shot right at the feet of Aldi, and it goes on through. And the Bobcats get the first runs of the game here as Kaiser scores. Valentine on down to first base. And that on the board is marked E6. And the official score marks that as an error. So Valentine at first. That brings up Angelo Rocco with 2 down. And he'll take one away for ball 1. Bobcats strike first here in the bottom of the opening inning. That was a hard hit ball that just ate the shortstop up. 1-0 count. Vandal comes, and that one's fouled back and out of play. And Valentine down at first base. Ball in the strike to count. 2 down. Cambridge gets on the board first here. In the bottom of the opening inning.
You got to try to scrapple for whatever you can get.
And the off-speed pitch floats away. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball and a strike to the senior Angelo Rocco.
Rocco on the season, 268, 19 RBIs, has power. And he'll take one off the outside edge here for ball 3. So Vandal giving up an early run here. Has gotten behind the number 5 hitter for the Bobcats, and Rocco. Valentine at first base, 3-1, 2 down. 3-1 pitch on the way. Up and in, and that's going to be ball 4. So Rocco takes the free pass, and Valentine will trot down to second base with 2 down. That brings up senior Davion Barr. Center fielder hitting 270. Steps in from the left-hand side extremely fast. Anything he puts in play will be a tough play. Vandal checks runners. Comes to the plate. That swung on, and strike 1 swinging for Davion Barr. Barr, an outstanding football season for the Cats. Great basketball season as well. And stepping in here for the third sport star. 0-1 count. Takes one inside for ball 1. So 2 down, 2 on for the Cats. Bottom of the first inning. 1 hit and 1 runner in. As Vandal takes his time, has the sign, comes set, and to the plate. Swung on, and that is looped over the shortstop's head by Barr. That'll bring Valentine home. Rocco all the way to third. And Barr into second base with the RBI. RBI double for Davion Barr, just batting .270, but he strikes there, and the Cats get the early lead extended now with Valentine in. Kaiser already across the plate. Rocco at third, and now Garrett Carpenter, the freshman, steps in with 2 down. The runners at second and third. Carpenter Good stick at 30-33, and he'll take the curveball, 4 strike. 0-1 count with 2 away, and Cats have 2 more base runners in scoring position. Carpenter swings and again lobs this one, or short one hopper to shortstop, and Audi will pick it up and fire to first base for the last out, but the Bobcats get it done. 2 early runs on a couple of hits and 2 left on. We'll head to the second inning. Cambridge on top, 2-0.
You're headed to work, and as you pull out, you notice your garage door has a broken spring, or a loose cable, a roller that's jumping the track, or some damage from your teenager who's still learning to drive. No worries. The professionals at Wayne Garage Door can provide quality service fast when you need it. And because you're busy, we make it easy to schedule a service call. Just go to waynedoor.com on your phone and request a visit from one of our skilled technicians. We'll get you on the schedule right away, and you'll experience peace of mind before you reach the office. Wayne Garage Door, service when you need it.
Getting around Mazeroski Field, Bill Kafuri here with the call today. If you're listening on 97.7, turn your laptop on. Check us out on YRP TV, AVC Sports, our Facebook page. Today's game being streamed here as well. After 1 inning, Cambridge on top 2-0. Cats get it done in the home half of the first. 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 left on. 1 error committed by the Quakers, and the Cats with an early lead as we head to the second inning. And New Philly will send up Noah Boland, Gavin Blake, and Keaton Fossil to the plate, trying to get something going here and get back in this thing. Getting on top early was one of the goals for Coach Lowry and the Bobcats, and able to get it done with a little 2-out lightning in that opening inning. Recapping that inning for the Cats, Keaton Kaiser got on with a single, sacrificed to second by Moore. Reagan Rogers moved in the third on a fly out to right field, but Valentine came through with a hard shot to shortstop that went through on an error, scoring Kaiser. Then Rocco comes up, got a walk. Davion Barr, the 2-out double to left center field, drives in another run. And the Cats on top 2-0 as we head to the second inning.
Leading off for the Quakers, the catcher, number 8, Noah Boland.
Noah Boland, the catcher, steps in. Boland, a .304 hitter on the season. Good defensive catcher. Steps in with a .304 average, and nobody on here to get things started. Valentine out of the windup. This doesn't miss that one. High fastball that caught the outside corner of the plate for strike 1. Beautiful facility here. We're in the press box straight behind home plate, and people sitting in between us as he'll nub this one to second base. Kaiser will scoop it up and flip over to Ogle for the out, and 1 down. As the leadoff hitter retired here, and Gavin Blake steps in at third base. Blake batting in the 6 hole. Just a junior, batting .271 with 1 down, no one on, and the visitors' half of the second inning. Valentine off to a good start here. Nice slow motion, brings it to the plate, and that one fouled straight back by Blake as Valentine coming with the heat. Big crowd here at Mazeroski Field. Half of them blue and white, maybe more than half. The other half red and black, and this one popped up in the infield. Kaiser comes on and will make the play. 2 in a row for Kaiser as that one popped up short in the infield, and 2 up, 2 down, and Keaton Fossil will step in, the designated hitter, a sophomore. Fossil, .348 hitter on the season.
Number 11, Keaton Fossil.
Couple 3 hits and a couple of RBIs in the postseason for Fossil. Steps in from the right-hand side, 2 down, and he'll take one under the elbows for ball 1. Wind continuing to blow steady in from the outfield. And the 1-0 pitch swung on and swung through for strike 1. Valentine, enough heat, and when he gets it up in the zone, it's pretty tough to catch up with. So 2 down, 1-1 pitch. And that's going to be grounded foul off the left side. 1-2 count. New Philly half of the second inning. Down to their last strike here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one bounced in there. Evans it counted 2-2. Fossil with no one on ahead of him. And Valentine gets him to tap it back up the middle. To Gregg at shortstop. He'll make the play, fire it to first base. Ogle with the good stretch. And the Bobcats take him down 1-2-3, heading to the bottom of the second inning. Cambridge on top 2-0. We'll be back. More regional semifinal action coming up right after this.
Come experience the healing touch of Zona Earth Massage. Their experienced massage therapists and esthetician provide a variety of massage therapy services designed to help you relax, recharge, and achieve optimal wellness. Their menu of services also includes infrared sauna, reflexology, facials, waxing, lash and brow services, and body treatments. They invite you to visit their website, zonaearthmassage.com, to book an appointment today. Let them help you take one step closer to better health and relaxation.
Back at Mazeroski Field, bottom of the second inning coming up for the Bobcats, and they'll start with Andy Ogle, senior first baseman, leading off. Ogle .310 batting average on the season. And Cambridge on top 2-0. Facing Carter Vandal. Vandal in the first inning, giving up a couple of hits, a couple of runs. And the Cats step in, trying to do more damage. And Vandal misses off speed away. Braden Gregg waiting on deck, and back to the top of the order for the Cats and Keaton Kaiser in the hole. 1-0 pitch. Vandal again misses this one high. And Ogle ahead in the count 2-0. 2-0 down and missing low. 3-0 count. Andy Ogle. Vandal just struggling a little bit to find his rhythm early.
Last time I was the head coach was 2014, and he was the head coach.
And a 3-0 pitch right down the pipe, and Ogle agrees. Strike one. Ogle hit by pitches 6 times on the season. Obviously going to sacrifice his body a little bit. 3-1 count here. Check swing. They'll call that a strike anyway. And with the full count to the lead-off hitter for the Cats here in the second, Andy Ogle. 2-0. Bobcats with 2 early runs. 3-2 pitch swung on and fouled off the right side by Ogle, staying alive. Vandal put a little extra on that one. Full count. And the fastball right on the corner, and Bolin knew it, and Ogle had to get confirmation. He does. Strikeout looking. And with one down, Braden Gregg steps in, the shortstop for the Bobcats, batting .267 on the season.
No, I don't think so. I think he told him.
With one away, nobody on. And he'll see a off-speed pitch just miss for ball one. Vandal just not quite sharp yet, but got a feeling that the more he works, the better he's going to get. 1-0 pitch. Swung on by Gregg, and that'll be strike one. 1-1 count with one away and no one on in the Cats' half of the second inning. 2-0 Cambridge. As Vandal rocks and fires. Again, a strike swinging. .02 count, or 1-2 I should say. And Vandal will fire again, and that one taken for strike three again. And Braden Gregg frozen at the plate, and back-to-back Ks by the Bobcats looking thinking that might be a little bit low, but it on the knee, and that'll bring up the leadoff hitter for the Bobcats, Keaton Kaiser. Singled and scored in the first inning. Steps in here with 2 down and no one on. Vandal. High curve ball that slides outside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Kaiser swings and misses. That one just on the outside corner. Strike 1, 1-1 count with 2 away.
He's went back and he's got to the outside part of the plate, up and down.
Vandal's offering, swung on and fouled off the right side and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Kaiser with 2 down. Outfield, straight away, medium depth, infield. Normal positions for the 1-2 pitch and just off the outside corner for ball 2. Vandal trying to get Kaiser to chase. Kaiser with a pretty good eye. Takes that pitch, 2-2 count. And that one going to be pulled foul. Coach Lowry with the play at third base. Well, Keaton staying alive with 2 strikes and 2 balls here with 2 down. Vandal motion, and that's going to be hit past the second baseman. A laced line drive, and Kaiser now 2 for 2 in the early going. Single up the middle the first time, and that one just off the left of Brant Wells. He could not get to it. Ball gets through this infield pretty quick, but that was a line drive as Kaiser stayed with it with 2 down. That brings up Caden Moore. Moore, a sacrifice bunt in his first at bat, steps in from the left-hand side here. Kaiser, good speed at first, and he takes off. Boland mishandles the pitch as it was a little high and double clutched it, and Kaiser in there with the stolen base. So the Bobcats in business here. 1 ball, 1 ball, no strikes. I believe that was a ball. And runner in second base as Moore steps back in. Vandal out of the stretch, checks the runner. Comes to the plate. That swung on. That's in the gap to the left side. Kaiser will make the turn. He head to third base, and now Coach Lowry holds him up. That throw off the mark, though, and Kaiser might have had a chance to score. Vandal covering, but that ball got in the outfield in a hurry, and Coach Lowry down the line to hold Kaiser up. So Moore comes up with a single slap through the left side, and Kaiser the stop sign at third base, and Reagan Rogers steps in. With 2 down, the Cats with a little 2-out lightning trying to get going here. Rogers leading the team in hitting, and RBIs, has runners on the corners and 2 away.
That's exactly how you're supposed to do that.
Moore being held on at first base. Rogers takes one outside for ball 1.
And you'll wave it if you want him to go, but the coach is looking to see where the infielder, when the outfielder gets the ball.
1 ball, no strikes, 2 down, and 2 on for the Cats here in the home half of the second, leading 2-0. Trying to add more. 1-0 pitch by Vandal. There goes the runner. Boland will throw through, and that bounces in there safe, and the double steal as Kaiser comes to the plate as Moore with a nice head first slide to throw beat him there, but it bounced. And by the time the shortstop out, he could get the tag on. Moore had slid in there with the stolen base, and Kaiser back to the plate with his second run of the day, and the Cats lead it 3-0. Moore at second base, and Rogers at the plate with a 1-1 count. Head here could score another one. And this one swung on and pulled foul by Rogers. Reagan on the year, 8 doubles, 23 RBIs, and has only struck out 4 times. Ball and 2 strikes. Moore at second base. 1 run in. Vandal checks, comes to the plate. Swung and missed by Rogers that time. And the Bobcats will head back to the defensive side, but they'll pick up 1 more run on 2 hits and 1 man left on base. Heading to the top of the third inning. Cambridge on top 3-0. Back with more regional semifinal action right after this.
Come experience the healing touch of Zona Earth Massage. Their experienced massage therapists and esthetician provide a variety of massage therapy services designed to help you relax, recharge, and achieve optimal wellness. Their menu of services also includes infrared sauna, reflexology, facials, waxing, lash and brow services, and body treatments. They invite you to visit their website, zonaearthmassage.com, to book an appointment today. Let them help you take one step closer to better health and relaxation.
Heading to the top of the third inning here in this regional semifinal, the Bobcats leading the Quakers 3-0. Cambridge getting a couple in the first, adding one run on 2 outs in that second inning, and they'll take the 3-0 lead here against the Quakers as the Quakers send to the plate Max Steele, the 8-hitter, Caden Stewart at 9, and back to the top of their order with Carson Long. Valentine has been in command early, has a couple of strikeouts that got him out of a jam in that first inning, and has not given up a hit, just one walk to his credit today as well. That's in that second inning. First couple batters, Andy Ogle and Braden Gregg, both went down looking, but then Keaton Kaiser, his second hit of the day, then swiped second base. Caden Moore hits a single that puts runners on the corner. He'll steal second, and on the double steal, Kaiser takes it to the plate. Kaiser with a couple of stolen bases there, adding to his team lead. Came in with 13 stolen bases, got second base and home base there. But the Cats loading the bases here, or loading the scoring plate, I should say, and then getting it done with some key hits and great base running here early on. Bottom of the order due up here for the Quakers, and Steele will step in from the left-hand side. Batting .300 on the season, just as a sophomore. Valentine gets his team in there, keep them focused through a couple innings, top of the third.
Number 14, Max Steele.
Max Steele will step in. On the left-hand side, catch straight away in the outfield, maybe, and he'll square the bunt. Did not get that one, and that is a strike as he left the umpire asked for help at third, and he'll concur. Tried to bunt it, didn't get it. Strike one. 0-1. And Valentine comes hard inside for ball one. Beautiful day for baseball. Big crowd on hand here at Mazeroski Field. 1-1 count. Misses high. 2-1. Again high and away, and Valentine in a hole here. And walked many on the season, only 10. Or check that, 6 as a pitcher. Gave up one in that first inning. And he'll give up another right here as he misses up and in. And the leadoff hitter aboard for the Quakers with Max Steele trotting down to first base, and Caden Stewart. Number 9 guy stepping in. Stewart playing center field today, batting .216 on the season. Bobcats bring the third baseman in, expecting bunt here, and Steele down at first base. Valentine set. Comes to the plate. There's the bunt attempt, and missed by the hitter. First strike one. Rocco, the third baseman for the Bobcats, a step or two closer. Steele off first base, and this pitch away. No offering there. 1 ball, 1 strike. On a 1 count, 1 on, nobody down for the Quakers. Top of the third as Valentine steps back, checks the runner, and there'll be no play. 3-0 Cats. Valentine comes to the plate. There goes the runner. Rogers throw well off the mark and gives Steele the stolen base. He had the good jump, and the throw by Rogers high and off the second base side. And now with no down, no runners, one runner advancing to second, and Steele and Stewart will step in with 2 strikes.
Nobody out. 1-2 count. Valentine v. Stewart.
Valentine checks the runner, comes to the plate. That one's hit into the gap on the right side. Barr over will pick it up on one hop, get it in quickly. The runners will hold at the corners. So good hitting by the bottom of the order. Max Steele with the walk, the stolen base. He will advance to third as Stewart with the single. And the top of the order due up, Carson Long. So the Quakers down 3-0. Got something going here in the top of the third, with the bottom of the order setting the stage and the top of the order due up here. Long walked and left on base in his first at bat. Stewart at first base with good speed. Valentine comes set to the plate. There goes the runner. Fake bunt. And the Cats will give up the stolen base. And strike one call. The runners at second and third. Nobody down here. As Long pops one up to right field. Caden Moore will come on, make the play. Runner tags. Long throw to the plate. Not in time, as Max Steele will get home on the sacrifice.
Absolutely. You know, they saw when
And Stewart tags and heads on over to third base. So one runner in for the Quakers. And give Long the sacrifice fly RBI. As Valentine comes to the plate, there's the bunt, flips it home, and got him as they tried to squeeze play, and the runner a little slow getting there. Valentine got on it quickly, and he'll make the play at home for the second out. So Brant Wells on at first base with the fielder's choice, but they did not execute. And Valentine able to make the play for Reagan Rogers. Now 2 down, runner at first. And Brown steps in and hits one deep to left field. Giving chase is Carpenter. He will make the running play deep to left field as Carter Vandal put a shot into that one, but it's just a deep out. And the Quakers come up with one run on one hit, and they'll leave one on base. We'll be back with more high school regional action. 3-1, Cats on top right after this.
I can't believe the house is ours.
Finally, freedom.
Today's the day, my own business.
These are the moments you'll remember forever, when a bank becomes more than a checking account or loan. At People's Bank, our core difference is providing you peace of mind and confidence in your financial life. By asking the right questions and working with you, we earn your business. Together, we're building financial success one special moment at a time. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back in Mazeroski Field, bottom of the third inning, Quakers get on the board in the top half of the inning, adding one run on one hit. They left one on base, and Cats came up with a couple of good defensive plays when they needed them to minimize the damage there. The Quakers had their first 2 batters on base and in scoring position, but Cambridge snuffing out a squeeze bunt play, getting the out at home plate to minimize damage there and head to the bottom of the third with the 3-1 lead. Due up for the Bobcats in the inning, the pitcher Jake Valentine, Angelo Rocker, and Davion Barr. Valentine reached on an air and scored in his first at-bat today. Rocco reached base on balls, and Davion Barr a double and an RBI in his first at-bat today. So the Cats with some action coming to the plate here on top by 3-1. Vandal has settled down a little bit, struck out 3 batters in that second inning, but he'll induce Valentine into reaching for it, and he'll lob it into right field as the right fielder, Carson Long, comes on and makes the play. Looking up into the sun, the right side here, more of the sun field today. And Valentine flies out to right field for the first out. Rocco, 268 hitters. The Cats' first pitch swinging that time. Rocco steps in here. Randall brings it, and he'll miss off the plate outside. One down, nobody on. Bottom of the third inning for Cambridge. Vandal 1-0 pitch. Comes in there and then hangs in for a strike. 1-1. One down and nobody on. In the home half of the third inning, Vandal rocks and fires. Digs for the curveball, and that one Rocco comes up empty on. Good action on that pitch. And it's 1-2. Cats with 4 hits on the afternoon. 1-2 pitch well away. Two and two. Senior Angelo Rocco looking for something he can hit, and that one slides away. So full count with one down, nobody on for the Cats here in the third inning. Put 2 on the board in the first, little 2-out lightning in the second, added another. One down here, and Rocco swings on it, and right up the middle. Audi cannot make the play as it bounces up and over his glove. Hard hit ball that Audi had to go a pretty good ways to get. It looked like it took a little bit of a bounce on him. And the official score rules that a hit. And it's going to bring up Davion Barr. Barr, a double and an RBI in his first attempt from the left-hand side. Rocco at first base. Vandal will check him, come to the plate, and that's popped up, towering pop-up that now is going to come into center field as Caden Stewart will settle under that one. That one looks like it might hang in the infield, but boy, that one carried a bit into the outfield, and Barr will pop up first pitch swinging.
Sometimes you've got to let them know.
And Garrett Carpenter steps in. Rocco at first base. Carpenter grounded out to the shortstop, his first at bat today. 333 regular season batting average. And he'll take a strike on the outside corner. Garrett Carpenter, just a freshman. Steps in, 0-1. Runner at first. 2 down, and a quick move to first. Vandal had him leaning a little bit, but Rocco able to get back in time. Rocco, only a couple of stolen bases on the season, but in this situation, you don't know if he might be going. Bowling, pretty good arm. And that one gets away from Bowling, so Rocco's going to get down to second base anyway. So the Cats come up with a runner in scoring position on the pass ball. The Rocco at second, Carpenter now, 1-1 count. Single might get you another chance to score here. Here's the offering, and this will be a ground ball to the shortstop. Aldi backhands it, long throw to first base, and he'll get him by a step. Big stretch there by Maddox Brown, and that was a tough play by Aldi, but he came up with it. And for the second time, Carpenter ends the inning grounding out to shortstop. Bobcats will leave a runner on base here with 1 hit in the inning. And we head to the top of the fourth. Bobcats on top 3-1. We'll be back right after this.
At Abels, we're proud that so many people trust our family with their family's home comfort. I'm Russ Abels. For new heating and cooling, you can trust us to save you money with our high-efficiency systems. We're trusted for electrical work, lighting, outlets, generators, complete home electrical service upgrades, we do it all. And you can trust us in an emergency. Whether it's heating, cooling, or electrical repairs, we promise to do the job right. It's what we do for family, and it's what everyone deserves. Trust Ables.
Back at Mazeroski Field, top of the fourth inning, coming up halfway through this one. Cambridge with 3 early runs leads it 3-1. Quakers able to get the Cats out of a jam there in the bottom of the third inning. Cambridge has had runners on in every inning, unable to score in that third inning, but the Quakers able to get their first run of the day across in that third inning as they got the bottom of the order moving and the top of the order driving him in, and due up to start things off for New Philly. Maddox Brown, the first baseman, a strikeout victim his first time up, will step in against Valentine. Both pitchers settling in nicely here, although Quakers have 1 hit and 1 run. The Cats with 3 runs and 5 hits on a day. New Philly guilty of 1 error early. Cambridge, no errors to this point. So Maddox Brown will step in.
Maddox Brown.
So wind continuing to blow in from the outfield end, and that one on the corner by Valentine for strike 1. Valentine on the day, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Nips that corner a second time, 0-2. And Maddox Brown looking at that and wondering about, imagine what he's thinking, as both those right on the edge, 0-2. And Valentine will throw a changeup that Brown swings on and drive to third baseman Rocco, and he doesn't handle that one. Just a knuckling line drive, and they'll call that an error. So Maddox Brown advances on the air for leadoff batter on, and that brings up Noah Bolin. Bolin grounded out to second base, his first time up. Brown on at first base with nobody down. Valentine will come set. Comes to the plate. This one just missing outside. One 0 count. 1 runner on, nobody down for the Quakers. And this one swung on to the shortstop. Gregg flips it to Kaiser on to first base. Got to double play. 6, 4, and 3.
Double play, 2 out.
Nicely done. Hard hit ball. Braden Gregg got the first half of it. And Kaiser with the good relay over to first base. So nobody on, 2 down. And a strike taken by Gavin Blake. Blake popped up to second base his first time up. Steps in here, and what they look like the Quakers might have something going. And he'll swing at that one and foul it back for strike 2. So just like that, the Quakers down to their last strike in the inning.
You know, closes the gap to 3-1. Now what they've got to do, you know, they got to come out and scratch some.
And this one grounded down the left side, or light down the left side, and hooking foul. With an 0-2 count, maybe a little bit too much of the plate on that one, and Blake ripped it. Foul down the left side.
And do his job and hold him scoreless, and let's see if the Quakers can get a little bit.
0-2 count here. You can imagine that pitching coach is saying that placement. Make sure this is one that he doesn't get that much bat on this time. 0-2. Valentine out of the windup here with nobody on and 2 down. And check swing. No, he did not go as the home plate umpire checks with the first base umpire, and just missing off the outside edge of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Blake. 2 down. Valentine fires, trying to catch that corner again and missing for ball 2. 2-2 count and 2 down. Nobody on for the Quakers. And Valentine strikes him out looking. Got the corner that time. And once again, Valentine with the strikeout to get out of a jam. And the Cats will head to the bottom of the fourth, leading 3-1. Due up for Cambridge in the home half. Ogle, Gregg, and Kaiser will be back right after this.
Spring has officially sprung. Contact DNS Roof Restoration for all your roofing needs. DNS offers solutions for all kinds of roofs, including metal, rubber, foam, PVC, and more. Does your roof need your attention, but you don't want to replace it? No problem. DNS Roof Restoration offers restoring solutions for all your commercial roofing needs. Restore your roof the right way in the right time for the right price, only with DNS Roof Restoration. Give them a call today for a free evaluation and estimate at 740-291-2296 or visit their website at dnsroofrestoration.com.
Back at Mazeroski Field, regional semifinal action here. The Bobcats on top of the Quakers, 3-1 as we head to the Cambridge half of the fourth inning. Cambridge on the day, 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in that last inning. The Quakers 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 error. And coming up for Cambridge in the inning, Andy Ogle and Braden Gregg, first 2 batters up, both strikeout victims their first time up. And then Keaton Kaiser, who is 2 for 2 on the day, has scored twice for the Cats as well. He has been the straw that kind of gets things started for the Cats all year, stirring things up there. Shout out to everybody listening on the radio side. If you're out there listening, maybe some of my golf buddies on their way home today from Cadiz Country Club might have the radio on. Doc's buying, is that what they said? Vandal rocks and fires this one, slapped up the middle. Little 4-hopper to the second baseman, and Brant Wells will pick it up, make the play. As Ogle can't beat that one out. Almost let the ball come to him a little bit too long. So 4-3 if you're scoring with us. The put out, Braden Gregg steps up, 267 average on the season. With 1 down, no one on. Bottom of the fourth. 3-1 Cambridge. Vandal misses high. One 0 pitch. That one up and in as well. Ball 2.
They have stroked the ball well so far. You know, Kaiser leading the way with 2 for 2.
2 balls, no strikes, 1 down. And that one catches the plate. 4 strike. And a 2-1 down and away. Now 3 balls and a strike with 1 out on the Bobcats. And a strike 2 call. And strike 3 swinging as Gregg went right through that one, his second K of the day. And the Bobcats with 2 away here as Keaton Kaiser comes up. He has been getting it done today. 2 plate appearances, 2 singles, stole a couple of bases, and has scored twice.
Yeah, so far, you know, it seems like he's found it a little bit here in the 3rd inning and now again in the 4th.
2 down, nobody on.
Sign for the Quakers. They just have to get their bats going.
As Kaiser takes the off-speed pitch for strike 1 call. Kaiser a single up the middle, his first attempt, and second at bat to the right side. Going with the pitch. Bolin sets up way outside. Kaiser will take that one high in the zone. Ball and a strike. 2 down, no one on. Bottom of the 4th for the Cats, who lead at 3-1. Vandal into the wind. And Kaiser will get a piece of that one, but foul it back and out of play for strike 2. Kaiser came in batting .382 on the season, has added a couple of hits here. He's going to be close to 400. And he'll hit this one into right field. Coming on to make the play, Carson Long dives for it, can't get there. And that'll be another hit as Long had to come all the way in. And actually, where that ball ended up, maybe Brand Wells would have had a better chance at it if he'd been able to get back deep enough. But give Kaiser credit again, his third hit of the day. 3 for 3. And with that wind blowing out there, the ball can end up just about anywhere. And it did that time, knocked it down as the wind blowing dead in from center field now. And a little conference at the mound here with 2 down. Cats have scored with 2 out today. Back in that second inning in a similar situation as Kaiser got on with 2 outs. Caden Moore came up and added a single. And Kaiser able to head home on the stolen base. So Caden Moore will step in. Maybe a little strategy here as far as Moore goes. .288 hitter on the season. Moore sacrificed and has singled and stolen a base. 2 down. Kaiser at first base is a threat to steal. Vandal will come set. And come to the plate. Strike taken by Caden Moore. Bolin, good arm.
Good pitch by Carter Vandal here to.
So the 0-1 count gives him a little bit of room here with Kaiser at first base. Not a big lead. He'll check him anyway. And back easily. Kaiser, good speed. 13 stolen bases on the season, a couple more today. Again, not a big lead. Vandal comes to the plate. That one misses away. Little strategizing by the coaches here. 1-1 count, 2 down. Kaiser at first base, always the threat to go. Vandal will come set. And they'll check him. There was a little stutter step by Kaiser that time. Might have been going, but 1-1 count with 2 away. The senior, Caden Moore, at the plate. As Vandal comes set again. Kaiser, a little twitch that time and draws the throw again. Left-handed batter in the box makes it a little tougher for the catcher Bolin, who sets up outside here. Might have called for the pitch out.
I don't like that.
Kaiser takes off, and that one swung on and loop foul down the left field side. A little hit and run by the Bobcats. Trying to get Kaiser in motion. And it's a ball and 2 strikes and 2 down.
I don't know whether it's not going to be a hit and run.
For Caden Moore.
What we're going to see is we're going to see Kaiser be running either this pitch or next pitch. There's no doubt about that. I do like the pitch rule, though, the speed up rule. I like that.
Bolin again, setting up outside. There goes Kaiser. That is the pitch out to throw to the third base side, but it'll be in time. As good throw by Bolin. Kaiser erased on the attempted steal, and that'll leave Moore standing at the plate. Bobcats in the inning. No hits, no runs, and no one left on for the first time today. And we head to the top of the 5th inning. Cambridge on top 3-1. We'll be back right after this.
Spring has officially sprung. Contact DNS Roof Restoration for all your roofing needs. DNS offers solutions for all kinds of roofs, including metal, rubber, foam, PVC, and more. Does your roof need your attention, but you don't want to replace it? No problem. DNS Roof Restoration offers restoring solutions for all your commercial roofing needs. Restore your roof the right way in the right time for the right price, only with DNS Roof Restoration. Give them a call today for a free evaluation and estimate at 740-291-2296 or visit their website at dnsroofrestoration.com.
Beth A. Glass and Perry & Associates are proud to be one of the leading firms in the area. Their new and current clients can rely on their expertise, experience, and good mentality to ensure that every client receives the close analysis and attention they deserve. Their dedication to high standards, the hiring of seasonal tax professionals, and exceptional work ethic have their clients returning year after year. Give Beth A. Glass and Perry & Associates a call today for all your financial needs at 740-826-7429, online at bethglasscpa.com.
Back at Mazeroski Field. 4 complete innings played, and it is 3-1 Bobcats. Cats have threatened in every inning and hits in every inning, but have come up with 3 runs on the day. The Quakers, their inning so far has been number 3. They had hit in the inning and scored a run. Cats had committed an error in that inning to help things out a little bit. Cambridge with a double play in the 4th inning to get out of a jam and heads to the 5th inning here, leading 3-1. And Jake Valentine getting it done on the mound. Valentine on the day, 3 strikeouts, couple of walks. Facing Keaton Fossil. Fossil grounded out to the shortstop the last time up. Valentine will fire and nail a strike to get ahead in the count. Fossil, 348 hitter on the season. And a designated hitter roll today. Takes strike 2.
Now ahead 0-2. Phil up early in most counts, and he's only surrendered the 1 hit.
Well, you know.
Valentine into the motion and swung on, popped up, and Valentine will call his own number and squeeze that one as he induced Fossil to swing at a bad one for a pop-up. And that brings up Max Steele. Steele walked, stole a base, and scored. The only run of the game for the Quakers back in the 3rd inning. One down here. Steele in it from the left-hand side. Takes inside corner for strike 1. Valentine working the corners well this afternoon. Has only given up 1 hit. Couple of walks. And this one fouled back and out of play by Steele. Down in the count 0-2. Caden Stewart to follow him. And the 9 hole. 0-2. Down and in and just missing there. Makes it 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Again inside, and Steele will spin away from it for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Top of the 5th inning. 3-1 Cambridge. And the 2-2 pitch by Valentine on the way. And just misses. Nope. Strike 3 called. I thought that was just off the outside, but the umpire rang him up looking. Been a few of those today. That's the second one Valentine has gotten looking. A couple of Bobcats have struck out watching today as well.
You know, one thing I will say.
And we head to the 9th batter, Caden Stewart. And he takes strike 1. Stewart, single, stole a base, and he raced on a squeeze play. Swings and fouls this one back. And he's down in the count 0-2. Valentine working quick and efficiently this afternoon. Stewart 0-2 count. Valentine. See if he nibbles a little bit here. Drops sidearm. He does come with that sidearm curveball for strike 3. And his 5th strikeout of the afternoon retires the side as we head to the home half of the 5th inning. Cambridge with the lead 3-1. We'll be back right after this message.
Are you paying too much for homeowners insurance? Has your insurance company raised your deductible? Hi, this is John Valentine with Valentine Insurance. Many people can't accurately answer these questions. With many premiums escrowed into mortgages, homeowners don't pay attention to changes to their policies anymore. It's time you visit Valentine Insurance for a true, no-obligation review of your insurance policy. Call 994-1776 or stop by our office at 739 Southgate Parkway in Cambridge.
Back at Mazeroski Field for the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-1. Cats on top. Cambridge with 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. Actually, I have the Bobcats with 6 hits on the afternoon. 3 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. And the Quakers with 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error. Stepping in for the Bobcats, Caden Moore, who was at the plate when Kaiser was thrown out, and Rogers and Valentine.
Leading off for the Bobcats, the catcher.
Carter Vandal. Cats got to him early today. 2 runs in the first inning, added 1 in the second.
I understand that, and I'm not the powers that make the schedule, et cetera, et cetera.
And Caden Moore back in there for his third at bat of the day, 1 for 1. Takes strike 1.
Play in the regular season, but I just don't think you should play 2 days in a row on the same field, and plus.
0-1 for the leadoff hitter here and the home fifth, Caden Moore. And he'll take one a little bit low for ball 1.
2 hours and 15 minutes. As the Quakers and Cambridge has, about an hour and 45 minutes. I just don't think that's very fair by the Ohio High School Athletic.
1-1 count. As Valentine, check that, Moore takes that one that hangs inside. 2 balls and a strike. Caden Moore, good eye at the plate. 15 walks on the season, so he's pretty judicious up there. He'll swing at that one and swing right through it for strike 2. 2-2.
To me, it's supposed to be student athlete oriented, and sometimes I think it's OH.
Nobody down, nobody on for the Cats here, and Moore takes it on the corner for strike 3. Boy, both pitchers painting the edge well here today.
Now batting the catcher.
Third strikeout looking for the Bobcats, and fifth one on the day for Carter Vandal. Reagan Rogers steps in. 0 for 2 on the season. Takes the ball. Or on the day, I should say. Rogers on the season, 393 average, 8 doubles, 23 RBIs. Has flown out and struck out and takes one up and in, actually hitting. They're going to hit him on the arm. So Rogers will take his base. So the Cats have yet another base runner.
Now batting the pitcher, number 7.
And that brings up Valentine. Jake today reached on an error and scored in the first. Flew out to right field in the third inning and comes up here with a runner on and 1 down. Leading 3-1. Big gap down the right field side as the outfielders shift to the left. Rogers at first base and a pitch out there. Rogers not going anywhere. And high fastball swung on there by Valentine. He was tomahawk chopping there for strike 1. 1-1. Runner at first, 1 down for Cambridge here in the bottom of the fifth. Vandal comes set. Checks the runner. To the plate. Valentine will foul that one out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. Rogers. Short lead at first. 1-2 count. To the plate. Up and away. Wanted that one, but umpire's been given a corner a lot. Did not on that one. Maybe a little high in the zone, but be 2-2. There's Valentine. Chance to swing the bat here yet again. 1 out. Runner at first. Vandal come to the plate. And that one will get the corner for strike 3 call. Valentine again frozen like a number of Cats have been. The 6th strikeout of the day. And 4 of those have been looking for the Bobcats. Now Rocco will step in. Rocco 1 for 1 with a walk on the day and a runner at first base and 2 down. And that one away for ball 1. Boy, Vandal painting the edges today, as is Valentine. Cats have had a base runner in every inning, but only able to make good on it in the first 2. Leading 3-1. Vandal comes set to the plate. Check swing taken as a strike by Rocco. 1-1 to count.
Play with some urgency. Carter looking to get out of this.
Rogers at first base, no lead there. They'll check him anyway, and he's back easily.
Snap throw to first base, back in time.
You know, I think Carter's gonna hold the fort, but the Quakers, you know, they only got 6 outs left to get a couple of runs to put it in the extra.
It'll come set.
To go ahead.
1-1 count. Swung on, grounded to the shortstop. Out, he will go to a knee, flip it to Brant Wells at second, and that'll get it done. Bobcats in the inning, get a runner on, and they'll leave one. But no score. We head to the top of the 6th inning. 3-1 Cambridge. We'll be back right after this.
Your home and your car are likely your 2 biggest investments. Protecting them from unexpected damage is a prime concern to WB Green Insurance. They are proud to represent Westfield Insurance, a financial service organization that provides insurance products for your home, auto, and business. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield Insurance's pledge to their customers, along with personalized claim service that's fast and friendly. To learn how Westfield can help with your insurance needs, talk to WB Green Insurance today.
Back at Mazeroski Field as we head to the top of the 6th inning here in this regional semifinal, Division II regional semifinal. I think Jared Aber and Brett Klein. Aber, our producer on the day, directing things back behind me. We've got help from several other neighboring stations here and partnering to get this game done for you. Looking at video, we've got cameras down the lines and up behind and everywhere here. There are a number of media stations here. Thank you to them and our guys for getting it done, Aber and Klein. As we head to the visitors' half of the 6th inning, the Quakers trailing 3-1, struck for their only run in the 3rd inning. And their only hit there as well. As Valentine just kept them off balance all day long. New Philly will get back to the top of the order here. Carson Long, Brant Wells, and Carter Vandal due to come up here. Carson Long got his job done in the 1st inning, but it was stranded. He walked, got all the way to 3rd base, and the Cats got out of that jam. Hit a sacrifice fly and drove in a run in the 3rd inning, and is due up here once again. So no official at-bats, but he's been to the plate 2 times today. Long comes in batting .313 on the season. And good speed in that leadoff spot. Only 6 outs left in this game for the Quakers, and they got to be thinking of getting something done here. Bobcats shading the corners a little bit here as Valentine offers, and that one's sliced down the right field line and foul on that first pitch by Long. 1 strike to count.
You know, that's the one thing that Valentine has done in this game, and that's so.
Valentine's been pounding the plate all day. And that one's going to be looped into right field. Long with the base hit, and Moore will cut it off and get it back in quickly. So Carson Long gets things started for the Quakers in the 5th inning. 6th inning, that is. So they've got the leadoff guy on base again. Bobcats have been able to come up with some plays here, and that brings up Brant Wells. Tried to sacrifice in the 1st inning. We'll see if he does here. And he'll swing at this one and takes it back to the screen for strike 1. Good speed at first base and Long. Wells swinging away there. No balls and a strike. Not a big lead at first. Swung on, chopped to the shortstop. Gregg comes up with it, flips it to second. We'll get Kaiser and taken out there. They're going to call the runner at second out and the double play as he took him out at second base. And so the umpire making his judgment that they called them both out. So the Cats get a huge play there.
number 15, Carter Vandal.
As the umpire in his judgment said that the runner slid into the fielder and kept him from making the completed play to first base. I'm not sure. I don't think he would have gotten him anyway. There's no way that he makes that double play, but and the umpire judgment that slide at second base cost him an out. And Coach Weisel at third base having a discussion with the third base umpire on that play.
The second baseman took a step towards first base.
So Greg came up with a high chopping play that he flips it over to Kaiser for the play at second. Kaiser hung in there, but his legs taken out from him on the play and was unable to relay it to first base. And he'll call the runner at first out as well, which is the umpire's judgment to be able to do that. So the second double play of the game, that one umpire aided, brings Carter Vandal up with nobody on after the leadoff hitter getting on and 2 down. And he'll swing at strike one. New Philly faithful not happy with that play, and they can't disagree that there was no way Cambridge was going to complete that double play, but and the umpire's judgment, you can't do that one. That's grounded to the first base side. Nice play by the first base coach there. The lefty fields it cleanly and gets it back to the mound. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down for Carter Vandal. 0-2. 0 for 2 on the day is Vandal, and he'll take ball 1 here. Hard hit, fly out to left field is second at bat. Strikeout victim in his first. 1-2 count here as Valentine into the motion, fires, sidearm, and that one's down and in and gets away. From Reagan Rogers, 2-2. Vandal going opposite field in his last at bat. Carpenter running that one down. Steps it back in here with a 2-2 count and 2 down. Nobody on, and the visitors 6th, 3-1. Cambridge on top. Valentine into the motion. Tried to catch the edge and does not. Full count. Jake Valentine on the afternoon. 5 strikeouts, a couple of walks. Only 1 hit, 2 hits given up, and that one hit well again to left field. Carpenter back, and this one's over his head and off the wall. And Vandal will trot into second base with the stand-up 2-out double. Boy, he got a lot of that one the opposite way, and with a lot of wind out there, that was a tough play. Carpenter chased one down in the third inning, could not get to this one. And that brings up Maddox Brown. A little 2-out lightning maybe in the offering here for the Quakers. Brown has grounded to shortstop and struck out in his first 2 times up. Vandal in scoring position, 2 away. Valentine comes set, comes to the plate, and the umpire calls a balk again. Second time today that an umpire has called a balk on Valentine. So that'll allow him to head to the windup anyway. 2 down, and now Vandal at third base. And that one popped up and out of play. Strike 1. Maddox Brown, 275 hitter on the season, leads the team in RBIs. This one, a pass ball, is going to allow a score. Wild pitch, I should say. That one thrown well outside by Valentine, and Carter Vandal, aided by the balk, got to third base and will come home on the wild pitch. And that's going to make it 3-2. So 2 balls and a strike to Brown. Valentine paints the corner again for strike 2. Couple of hits in the inning for the Quakers. And Brown will go down, and after that one, chopping it foul. Rogers, I think that might have got a piece of him as well.
Really a good chance to thank our friends at Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital.
So the count stays 2-2 with 2 away, nobody on, and the Quakers have 1 run across, making this a 1-run game.
Clevelandclinic.org/location. Of course, our friends across the street there at the Boulevard from our world headquarters, Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital.
If you're thinking ahead to the Bobcats' 5th inning, it will be Barr, Carpenter, and Ogle due to the plate now in what is a 1-run game.
Hey, those catchers, I tell you what, those guys are tough.
Valentine and Vandal in a pitcher's duel now. As Maddox Brown steps back in, 2-2 count. And he'll again chop one down the left side and foul. Quakers got the leadoff man aboard here. Strange double play. He erased 2 runners. And now a deep fly ball to left field. And Davion Barr, the wind, misplayed that one. That one looked like it was hit over his head, and then he had to readjust as the wind blowing dead in out there. And they're going to call that a hit. 2-out double by Maddox Brown. Davion Barr looked like he had a beat on it and then realized that ball was knocked down by the wind and had to adjust and dive for it. Didn't come up with it. As Brown will come up with it. Braylon McBride will come on as the pinch runner for Brown. And now Noah Bolin steps in with a chance to drive in the tying run. A little 2-out lightning here by the Quakers. Have made this a pretty interesting game at this point. 3-2. Matt McBride at second base, Bolin at the plate, and he'll hit one right back to Valentine. A little line drive that Valentine will go down and make the catch. And the Cats will get out of it, but they'll give up a run and a runner on base. 3 hits in the inning for the Quakers. And it is 3-2 Cambridge as we head to the home half of the 6th inning. We'll be back after this.
Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of the Cambridge Bobcats. Guernsey Muskingum is actively involved in promoting our youth and the economic community development of the area. Throughout the year, they give safety demonstrations and speeches. If your student needs information for a class project, please call their member services department. Guernsey Muskingum Electric. Go Bobcats!
Back in Mazeroski Field, heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-2 our score as the Quakers strike for 1 in that visitors' 6th. They had 3 hits and a runner left. With Maddox Brown, a big 2-out double, but left out there. Noah Bolin, his line drive back to the pitcher, got Valentine out of the inning. It is a 1-run ball game now, and Bobcats striking for 3 early runs today. Find themselves in need of some insurance here as they head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Davion Barr, Garrett Carpenter, Andy Ogle due up first for the Bobcats. Winner of this game plays the winner of Bloom Carroll and Washington Courthouse tomorrow.
The only thing, and I was talking to
Washington Courthouse leading Bloom Carroll after 3, 3-2.
What the deal was there, other than excessive force. I can't answer. It wasn't a stand-up slide, so it wasn't like he tried to go purposely take.
So 1 strike, the count to Davion Barr.
Baseball. I'm sorry, Will, but this game would be tied right now if that wasn't, if that wouldn't have been called.
Left-hander stepping back in against Vandal. Trying to bunt his way on. Bunts that one foul. Barr on the day. Double and an RBI back in the first. Flying out to center field. His second at bat comes up here with no one on and no one out. And the Bobcats 6 just trying to get a base runner and get something started. 0-2 the count now for Barr. And he'll slap this one the opposite way and foul. Good speed if he gets it on the ground.
Got to hold the fort right here.
0-2. Vandal. A little off speed catches Barr swinging, and that'll be strike 3 for Vandal.
Left fielder, number 8, Garrett Carpenter.
7th strikeout of the day.
Strikeout number 7 for Carter Vandal here.
His 7th one. I think only one walk. He hit a batter, and he's given up 5 hits. His ball taken by Carpenter, who kind of shortened up like he might try to bunt for a hit. Blake on the edge of the grass at third. Carpenter, .333 during the season. No hit today. Grounded out twice to shortstop. And he'll take a strike called here. 1 out, no one on. Bottom of the 6th inning. 3-2 Cambridge lead. Carter Vandal has settled down and settled in nicely as Carpenter takes one off the plate for ball 2. Good notification from my golf buddies. I didn't win nothing today, which is standard for the course, as Carpenter fouls one back to even it up 2-2. One away. And the bottom of the 6th. Cambridge on top by 1 run. Would love to have more. And the Ogle stands on deck. Vandal into the windup. And Carpenter will chop this one up the left side and foul. Get him another swing. The freshman's had a good year, not only at the plate but on the mound.
I thought it was over 400.
Undefeated for the Bobcats as a pitcher. Named to the honorable mention all district.
But again, I'll make the same statement. They either
And the integral part of this team as a freshman. Takes the 2-2 pitch here and he hits this one to the left side. Blake comes up with it on 2 hops, fires across the field to first base. And Carpenter goes down again. This one by the third baseman. And Ogle steps in with 2 down and no one on. Bobcats have had a little 2-out action today. Gotten a base runner in every inning so far. If that ends up being the case, Ogle would have to get on here.
This game we thought was going to come down to a pitcher's duel.
Vandal.
With the 2 pitchers that we've had.
Nice curveball. Breaks across the plate for strike 1.
Right up what it was supposed to be with the with 2 really fine pitchers.
0-1. And Ogle swings at the high fastball and comes up empty there for strike 2. Quakers a little momentum after scoring in the top half of the inning, making this a 1-run game. Want to get back to the bats. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, strike 3. So Vandal in the last 2 innings has struck out 4 of the 6 outs. And the Quakers down a run, head to the top of the 7th, 3-2. Cambridge on top. We'll be back after this.
You're headed to work, and as you pull out, you notice your garage door has a broken spring, or a loose cable, a roller that's jumping the track, or some damage from your teenager who's still learning to drive. No worries. The professionals at Wayne Garage Door can provide quality service fast when you need it. And because you're busy, we make it easy to schedule a service call. Just go to waynedoor.com on your phone and request a visit from one of our skilled technicians. We'll get you on the schedule right away, and you'll experience peace of mind before you reach the office. Wayne Garage.
Back at Harrison Central's baseball field, known as Mazeroski Field. One of the finest facilities in this part of the state, all turf. Site of today's regional semifinal between the Bobcats and the Quakers. 3-2 as we head to the top of the 7th. The Quakers, their last chance to try to make something happen in this one. We've got notice that the other half of this regional semifinal, Bloom Carroll and Washington Courthouse. And Courthouse leads that 3-2 in the middle innings. No update there. But 3-2 here as well. Cambridge trying to close it out here in the 7th inning. They will face Gavin Blake, 0 for 2 on the day. Keaton Fossil, 0 for 2 as well. And Max Steele, who has walked and struck out. Steele walked, stole a base, and scored in that 3rd inning for the Quakers. Blake on the season, 271 hitter. Been pretty good here as a hitter in the postseason, but struck out looking at his last at bat. Steps in here. Cambridge outfield playing medium depth and straight away. Valentine on the hill. Rocks and fires and misses away. Five strikeouts on the day for Valentine. He's got a couple of walks. And this one swung on, popped in the right field, and Moore coming on. Hard to make the play, and he does, right at the foul line for out number 1. Had to go a lot further there and looking up into the sun. Caden Moore showing good range there for out number 1. Fossil popped it up to the pitcher, grounded out to shortstop. His first 2 times up. Stands in here. 348 on the season, a designated hitter with nobody on and 1 down. Valentine into the windup. This one's popped up in the infield. Kaiser in his direction. He'll settle under it and handle the sun on that first pitch. And the Quakers down to their final out with Max Steele stepping in. Steele, the left-hander, has struck out looking. He's walked, stole a base, and scored as he steps in with the score 3-2. Bobcats. Valentine quickly fires and hits the outside corner for a strike. Both pitchers today have been painting the edges pretty well. Second one chopped up the middle. Kaiser on the high bounce. Fields it, flips to first. Not going to be in time. Infield single. That ball super high off the bounce, and by the time it came down, there was nothing that Kaiser could do about it. So Max Steele represents the tying run at first base. That brings on Caden Stewart. 1 for 2 on the day. Stewart a single in his first at bat, struck out in his last, steps in right-handed with a runner at first base. Valentine checks the runner, comes to the plate, swung on, and strike 1 swinging. Stewart, 216 hitter on the season. 1 for 2 today. No balls and a strike, 2 down. 1-run game. Valentine comes to the plate. That one's going to be chopped off the left side. Tough play for Rocco. Picks it up, fires to first, and the umpire at first says timeout. He said it hit the batter, though, so it came off his leg as a foul ball. So no play as Rocco made the tough play. It would have been an out, but they're going to say that ball actually a foul ball off the leg of Caden Stewart. So he'll get another chance to swing it. And the Quakers another chance at it here as well. That would have been out number 3 and the final out of the game. 2 strikes, 2 down, and a runner at first base. Max Steele represents the tying run. Caden Stewart with Valentine in the set. Comes set. Fire sidearm. That's strike 3 swinging. And the Bobcats will advance to the regional final tomorrow at Ohio Dominican against either Bloom Carroll or Washington Courthouse. Big win for the Bobcats as they hang on here. Valentine picking up his 6th strikeout of the afternoon. He got a couple of walks to go with that. Ended up giving up 5 hits. The Cats with the win in the regional semifinal here at Mazeroski Field and a chance to advance 1 step closer now from the Sweet 16 to the Elite 8. Stay tuned. We'll have our post-game wrap-up coming up right after this.
Store service when you need it.
Come experience the healing touch of Zona Earth Massage. Their experienced massage therapists and esthetician provide a variety of massage therapy services designed to help you relax, recharge, and achieve optimal wellness. Their menu of services also includes infrared sauna, reflexology, facials, waxing, lash and brow services, and body treatments. They invite you to visit their website, zonaearthmassage.com, to book an appointment today.
Let them help you take one step closer to better health and relaxation.
I'm not buying till I check Dome Ford.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doane Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doane Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doane Ford. Online at DoaneFord.com.
I can't believe the house is ours.
Finally, freedom.
Today's the day, my own business.
These are the moments you'll remember forever, when a bank becomes more than a checking account or loan. At People's Bank, our core difference is providing you peace of mind and confidence in your financial life. By asking the right questions and working with you, we earn your business. Together, we're building financial success one special moment at a time. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you really think that an insurance company who promises quotes in a few minutes has your best interest in mind? Do they really know you and what coverages you need? Hi, this is John Valentine with Valentine Insurance. We take time to learn about you and your insurance needs so you can feel comfortable that you're receiving the right coverages at the best possible prices. Find us on Facebook, stop by our office, or give us a call at 994-1776. Valentine Insurance, a partner you can depend on.
Hi there, folks. It's John Dunning from Dunning Motor Sales and Dunning Ford here. We've got all the premier nameplates here in Guernsey County with Chevrolet, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram truck, Jeep, and Ford. It's hard to believe, but it's our 5th year anniversary at Dunning Ford. And as we all know, it's been a crazy ride for the last few years. Between COVID, supply chain shortages, chip shortages, labor shortages, no new cars, you name it, we've been through it. But we doubled down with a fantastic pre-owned inventory that's probably the best inventory within 50 miles of here. And now the new cars are back. When you mix that with stuff like our huge collision center, our current express lube, and the brand new express lube that we're building on our Dunning Ford property to help lessen your wait times, we've got it all to serve you. We've got a fantastic service and parts operation at both locations, and we're not done there. All 3 franchises, we're preparing for the future, and sometime in about the next year, we will be prepared to sell electric vehicles, so stay tuned. We are your local car dealer at Dunning Motor Sales and Dunning Ford.
Welcome back to Mazeroski Field. Final score today, Bobcats advance to the regional final with a 3-2 win over the New Philadelphia Quakers. Tough game for the Quakers. They battled back and put runners in position today to maybe pick up a W, but the Cats made plays when they had to. And a couple of double plays today, one aided by a umpire ruling at second base that was ruled a double play when a runner took out the second baseman. Big play there, although the Quakers came right back. Carter Vandal doubled and scored, and followed by a Maddox Brown double. That could have been a lot bigger inning for the Quakers, but as it turned out, they score 1 and come up 1 run shy as the Bobcats have 3 runs on 5 hits. Cambridge committing an error. Actually, I have the Cats with 6 hits on the day. I think the scoreboard might be wrong. And then for the Quakers, 2 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. For the Cats hitting today, Keaton Kaiser, 3 for 3, stole a couple of bases, scored twice early for the Bobcats. He was their offensive juggernaut today. Cade Moore came up with it, had a stolen base as well. Jake Valentine reached on an error, scored early. Angelo Rocco, a hit in the 3rd inning. Davion Barr, big 2 RBI double in the 1st inning to keep the Cats going as well, as Cambridge picks up 6 hits on the day, 3 runs, and that's enough to get it done. They play good enough defense and come up with a couple big double plays in the afternoon to keep the Quakers at bay. For the Quakers, outstanding effort today as well. Carson Long, a single there, advanced a couple of times but left on base. Carter Vandal, all he was expected to be doubled, scored a run to make this a 1-run game late. But not enough hits at key times for the Quakers as they come up just a run short today. Vandal on the afternoon, 7 strikeouts and 1 walk, gave up 5 hits to the Bobcats and 3 runs, one of them unearned. And for Jake Valentine, he goes to 7-0 on the season and gives up 2 runs today. to the Quakers. And he got called a couple of times for a balk, but comes up with a couple of key strikeouts when he needed them. 6 strikeouts for him and 2 walks, just 5 hits given up. 3 of those in that 6th inning by the Quakers, and the Cats see their record now to go to 17-4. Now, our most recent update has Cambridge possibly facing the Washington Courthouse, who is beating Bloom Carroll 4-2 in the 4th inning. The Cats will advance to take on the winner of that game. That will be at Ohio Dominican University in Columbus. I'm assuming probably the same time in the afternoon as today's game. We'll have all that information and all that action for you tomorrow here on our AVC Sports Station 97.7 WLE, and probably on YRP TV tomorrow. We'll have the streaming video as well. Once again, today's final score from Mazeroski Field: Cambridge Bobcats advancing to the regional final with a 3-2 win over the New Philadelphia Quakers. For AVC Sports and our crew here, I'm Bill Kafuri. Good night, everyone.
This has been High School Baseball from AVC Sports. Today's game is brought to you by DNS Roof Restoration, Zona Earth Massage and Spa, People's Bank, Lane Garage Door, Bethany Glass, Perry & Associates, CPA, Dunning Motor Sales, Valentine Insurance, Abel's Heating, Cooling, and Refrigeration, Stone Ford, Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, Southeastern Ohio Credit Union, and WB Green Insurance.